Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today for this Nexford Virtual Tour. We're just going to wait maybe another minute or two for more people to join us, but I can see we have 2 attendees so far, so I just want to say hi to Desmond as well as Olivier. Thanks so much for joining today. In the meantime, while we wait for more attendees to join us, I would love to learn more about you guys. If you can just please jump to the webinar chat area and let me know from where in the world you're joining us from today, as well as which Nexford program you wish to enroll in. Hi, Lawrence. Thanks so much for joining today. Can everyone see my screen? Hi, Olotola. Thanks for joining as well. Okay, guys, I can see we've waited 5 minutes already, and we have about 4 or 5 attendees. So this is a short mini virtual tour, so we may not have a lot of attendees. That's normal. The great thing about these is that means that I can tailor the webinar more towards your questions and any areas in the online environment that you wish to learn about. I can see our first hello in the webinar chat from Desmond Mbanto, who says, joining from Cameroon, and I'm interested in the MBA program offered by Nexford University. That's a fantastic choice, definitely a popular one. I'm happy to hear that you've already chosen the Nexford program you wish to enroll in. Have you had a chance to look at also our MBA specializations? Are you opting for a general MBA or perhaps you wish to enroll in one of our 6 MBA specializations? I'd love to hear from the rest of you guys as well. Please, Lawrence, Olivier, don't be shy, Olatola as well. There's a webinar chat in your Zoom application. Please feel free to jump in there and introduce yourself to everybody. I will try to share my screen again, guys. I know it was, I think perhaps glitching a little later on, a little earlier, sorry. All right, so let me introduce myself. My name is Mai, and I'm a senior Nexford application specialist. I have been with Nexford for more than 5 years now, and during that time, I've spoken with so many aspiring learners, such as yourselves. And one of the common questions I get is how will I be studying online at Nexford University? How is the online learning experience different from other online universities? Perhaps you've done an online program before, so maybe you're already, used to online learning. That would be fantastic. But I do want to show you today, how user-friendly our platform is, how great the learning experience is at Nexford. You're never going to feel alone. I'm here to also answer any questions that you have. We have a Q&A box or a Q&A segment within your Zoom application. I recommend everybody to jump to that section and drop your questions there. There will be a live Q&A portion at the end of this webinar where I will be taking questions. It can be about anything about the learning journey at Nexford, whether it's studying online or how to apply or enroll to begin with. Perhaps you have a question about tuition or grades or, how you can interact with other learners or scholarship offers. Whatever comes to mind, I'll do my best to answer your questions. I know we tend to drop our questions in the webinar chat. I just don't want it to get lost between the other, comments or anything like that. So just to ensure I catch your question, please drop them in the Q&A section or the Q&A portion. I want to also introduce myself, as I have already. Again, my name is Mai, and I want to let you know that this webinar is being recorded, so you can watch a playback once it's up on our YouTube channel. So with that, let's get started. I just want, to tell everybody a little more about Nexford University. If you have yet to do your research on Nexford, you'll see that our website is quite comprehensive and that it provides you all the information you need to know about Nexford University. Nexford offers a global, recognized, and 100% online learning experience that is designed for today's learners. We have reimagined higher education by moving beyond the traditional campus model. Our programs focus on building in-demand and practical skills that will help you succeed in your career. With a flexible learning pace, you can adjust your studies to fit your schedule. We do not have fixed class times, so you can log in any time of the day, any time of the week to do your studying, as long as you meet the deadlines for assignment submissions and final project submissions as well. Plus, tuition at Nexford is charged on a monthly basis. So the quicker that you graduate, the more you will save. All right, I want to get this question out of the way from the beginning of the webinar because I often get these questions in the Q&A. Perhaps some of you have not gone on our website to learn more about our accreditation. So I want to let you know that Nexford is in fact accredited by the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, DEAC for short. The DEAC is listed by the U.S. Department of Education as a recognized accrediting agency and is recognized by the Council for Higher Education Accreditation, which is CHIA for short. DEAC accreditation certifies that Nexford is in fact legitimate and can provide high-quality education that meets U.S. online university standards. And it will be easier for you to use your Nexford credentials to enroll in programs at other institutions or transfer credits to another university. We are also licensed by the Higher Education Licensure Commission, which is HELC, in Washington, D.C., and this is the same organization that licenses all physical universities operating in Washington, D.C. We're also an educational member of the International Accreditation Council for Business Education, IACBE, and you can learn all about this and more on our website if you go to nexford.edu/accreditation. And now let's talk about some of the learner benefits at Nexford University. I want to first talk about the job skills that you learn at Nexford. So the job skills you learn will prepare you to apply for jobs or advance in the job you already have. While we cannot say what job you would get for certain, we are here to help you reach your goals. We've analyzed 30 million jobs and surveyed industry leaders and surveyed the employers of 2.5 million people worldwide, such as Microsoft, Citibank, Unilever, using data analytics and data science to identify the key skills that global employers are seeking. So this information guided the development of our curriculum. So what did we do with the data? We used a backward design model. This means that we start with the end goal in mind, the specific skills and competencies that employers value the most. So this approach ensures that every course is aligned with market demands, preparing you for the challenges and opportunities of the future workplace. Nexford also equips learners with a comprehensive skill set that complements their degree and prepares them for the future of work. So our competency-based curriculum emphasizes practical application in projects mirroring real-world work scenarios, and I hope we get the chance today to show you some of those different assignments and different elements within the modules of your courses. Each course is built around a fictional workplace with specific challenges. So as students, you'll be able to engage in hands-on activities such as creating business plans, digital marketing campaigns, and investor presentations as part of your assessments. And don't worry, you won't be alone in your journey. You will have access to the learner success team almost 24/7. They will help you transition to your online studies. They'll help create your study timeline and goal setting. So we're here to make sure you succeed and reach your goals. Our learner success team are comprised of success advisors posted all around the world, which allows you almost 24/7 access to contact them. I'll show you today where you can book a call with a success advisor. You can reach out to to them on WhatsApp, you can email them. There's a ton of ways you can get connected with them. And like I said, they're there to guide you on studying, on transitioning to online studies, on creating a timeline for your studies and goal setting. So you'll find, aside from this almost 24/7 support with success advisors, you get faculty support as well. You can definitely get connected with faculty members or professors, and I'll show you in the online platform where you need to go to be able to book these one-on-one session with faculty members. You'll see that we have a ton of comprehensive resources. We'll go through them also today. And then, of course, about our flexible and structured learning, you need to know that everyone can take 1 to 2 courses within a term. A term at Nexford is considered to be 2 months. So you can accelerate your learning path by taking 1 or 2 courses within every term at your own pace with scheduled deadlines, of course, for progress tracking. All right, and then we want to talk also about max tuition. We are one of the most affordable American universities in the world. Nexford offers flexible pay-as-you-go monthly tuition. There are no surprises or any hidden costs. You're never going to pay more than the maximum cost for the duration of your degree enrollment. So your tuition adapts to you, not the other way around. So you can finish in less than the average duration and you pay less. If you take more time to complete your degree, you won't have to worry about penalties or increasing costs. So like I said, you're never going to pay beyond the maximum cost for the duration of your degree. So I want to give an example here. If you're studying an MBA degree program, for example, and the average duration for that MBA is 18 months. If you study for 12 months, you save. You're only going to pay for those 12 months. If you study beyond 18 months, let's say it takes you 27 months to complete your MBA degree program, you will still not pay more than the 18 months. This means between month 19 and 27, you're not paying any more tuition. So this is really important to note about the learning journey also at Nexford. All right, this is just a brief, introduction to Nexford University in case this was information you guys have yet to find out about Nexford. I'm ready now to also share the online platform so everyone can have an idea how that's going to look like once you get enrolled. If anyone has questions about anything I have covered so far, again, I remind you guys there is a Q&A section in your Zoom application. I'm happy to take your questions at the later portion of our webinar today. And I do want to say hi to Lawrence from Zambia, who's interested in a Master in Business Management. I hope you mean our MBA degree program as well. And then I see that Desmond, has clarified that you're interested in a specialty in international business. That's wonderful, Desmond. I hope I get to show you guys, something about our MBA courses today. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, just to ensure everyone is, up and alert with me, can you just confirm with a show of hands that you can see my screen right now? All right, I see Lawrence raising your hand in favor. Thank you so much. All right, Desmond as well. Okay, I think everybody then can see my screen, so let's get started. So what you're currently looking at is the dashboard or the main homepage of our online learning platform at Nexford. The learning management system that we use is called Canvas. That's the learning platform. If you've done online learning before, you may be familiar with Canvas. It is very user-friendly. You do need a PC or a laptop to do your studying, of course, especially for the types of assignments you may be given throughout your program. You do need, a website or a desktop version to do it. We also have we have proctored assessments if you're studying a degree program. That's going to be at the start, middle, and end of your program. And proctored assessments at Nexford are the closest thing we have to exams. Those are being timed. You need to have your webcam on and so on. Otherwise, we do not have exams at Nexford. Instead, you get graded depending on your performance in the assignments as well as the final projects. So there is a mobile app called Canvas Student. Everyone is welcome to download it, whether you're an Android user or an iPhone user, and also very user-friendly. You can access your courses. You can even do some assignments on your phone. You can check your grades. You can get connected with other learners or professors and check your calendar and get notifications straight to your mobile phone. So it's very user-friendly also. So back on the dashboard here, you'll see that these boxes represent courses you're enrolled in at Nexford or a resource you always have access to, such as the Writing Lab. We'll cover that a little later on, but I first want to jump to the NXU Orientation. NXU stands for Nexford University, and the orientation course is sort of your welcome package once you get enrolled at Nexford. You're required to complete the orientation course before you start your official Nexford program. It can take you as little as half an hour to complete. All it's about is just helping you navigate through the online platform. You're going to learn all about the university policies and get access to the academic resources and get tips on how to study online and succeed. So this is the module section. You'll see there are only 4 modules, including the conclusion. Let's jump to the introduction part of the orientation. You'll see from the beginning, there is a welcome video from our founder and our CEO, Fadil Tarzi, where he tells everybody more about Nexford University and our mission and how we got started. So I'd like to play this just for a few seconds for everybody.
It's been said that the future is a convenient place for dreams, so why not dream big? I've always known education changes lives, but I first realized its impact over a decade ago. On my entrepreneurial journey, I saw a gap between the skills of college graduates and the needs of employers. With my own startups, I struggled to find people with the right competencies. For example, I couldn't find a software engineer with effective communication skills. I couldn't find the creative designers who could plan. I thought to myself, is this why unemployment stats of college graduates grab so many media headlines? And it's not a graduate's fault. Burdened by heavy debt, cohorts of learners walk away from university unprepared for the workplace. That's why I set out to create a university for you, one that I'm convinced has the potential to positively impact lives as well as millions worldwide. I'm Fadil Al-Tarzi, and I can proudly say that I'm the founder and CEO of Nexford University.
All right, guys, that is just a sneak peek. Hopefully you can watch it in its entirety once you get enrolled at Nexford. I do want to say that this video right here is a small example of the different and dynamic elements through which you're going to be doing your studying at Nexford. So it's not just going to be a lot of text. We don't want our learners falling asleep. You're going to find videos like these. So there's going to be a mix of videos, downloadable resources, interactive exercises. There's always something to keep you engaged. And for any video, you'll see that there's a written transcript that you can download, which can be super useful for the courses later on. From the beginning, we encourage learners to join our WhatsApp study groups. It's great to have a study buddy from the beginning of your program. They can help you learn new study skills, be able to fill in any learning gaps and, just eliminate the feeling of studying alone online, and they can, help you fight procrastination and so much more. Since we have learners from more than 110 countries around the world today, this means that you can find a WhatsApp group that is country-specific, program-specific, or intake-specific. And if you do not find a WhatsApp group to your liking, you can always start your own WhatsApp group and share it with our success team, and then they will share it with other learners to join. You also have the option to get connected with a peer mentor. These are current Nexford learners that are dedicated to making you feel welcome and help you get settled in the new learning environment. Just get in touch again with our success team and they will connect you with a peer mentor. There are discussion forums within every course, within the modules. For these discussion forums, this is where you can engage with fellow learners and connect with them, have discussions about course content. But for the orientation course, we are just prompting you here to introduce yourself to the community, let everybody know more about you, what your study or career goals are, why you joined Nexford University, what you hope to accomplish, and some people like to share their LinkedIn profile as well. Since I am, of course, not a Nexford learner, this is just a demo account. So you'll see that the comments normally would be at the bottom here. You can engage with them, you can like the comments and respond and so on, but this topic is closed, right now. And then you get access to all of the important policies and, the Nexford University knowledge base, the Learner Success Resource Center, and the policies. You'll learn all about this. So you'll be in, good hands. You'll know all you need to know to succeed in the online platform and not miss out on any deadlines or so on. And then earlier today, I spoke also about the learner success team, how you can connect with them on WhatsApp. You can send them an email. If for any technical difficulties, you can definitely also contact our IT support team. So let me show you where you can, book a session with a success advisor. Let's say you want to, you just pick a date that suits you as well as a timing, put in your information and book. And it is that easy to schedule a 1-hour session with a success advisor. Okay, guys, so that is just a sneak peek of the NXU orientation. You have to complete it before you start your official program. Let's go back to the dashboard here. The left side navigation pane is something that follows you no matter where you go in the online platform. You'll see courses just gives you an overview of the courses that you are currently enrolled in. History will take you back to the previous pages that you accessed, and this can be very useful when you're studying and you want to kind of jump between different areas or sections. And then we have the inbox, which is one of the easiest ways also to communicate with any learner or faculty member. Just click on compose a new message, select the course that you're enrolled in, let's say business analytics, one of the graduate courses. You would normally be given the option to select students or teacher, but again, I am on a demo account, so I'm only given the option to chat with myself here. But you would be able to pick a student or a teacher and then just put in your message and send. You also get messages straight to your inbox here, and if you have the mobile application, you will get it straight to your phone as well. And then for the calendar, let's go through this. Let's just pick a future start date, for example. You'll see that there are items automatically added to your calendar depending on the courses that you're enrolled in. If you want to just change the view to get organized and start some planning, you can control them here. These colors are something that you can control from the main dashboard. I know it can help people get organized. You can select a different color for every course and apply. You can even do a color overlay if that helps you differentiate between the different courses. You can, of course, click anywhere to add your own event or add your own to-do item. And you can click on more options to add more details. You can, add frequency. And this can, of course, be synchronized with your PC or laptop or mobile phone. A reminder, guys, that we are nearing the end of our webinar, our short virtual tour today. So if you have any questions about anything I've covered or anything else, please drop them in the Q&A section so I can answer your questions at the end. All right, let's talk about the writing lab, which is one of the many benefits you get as a Nexford learner. We know that not everybody's a natural born writer, and for the types of assignments you may be getting at Nexford, you may not be used to that type of formatting. Perhaps you need help with academic writing, with your research skills. So just go to the module section here. You'll see our cutting edge writing lab gives you access to expert guidance. Some of these are papers, some of them are videos. You'll see you get tips on how to master the latest techniques for ethical AI use in research and content creation to ensure that your assignments shine. You'll see you have tips here also on English grammar and paragraph structure and so much more. Again, you can always get connected with a professor or a success advisor or fellow learners, right? So I want to show you how a standard Nexford course looks like. Let's open this business analytics course. You'll see here, the home section just gives you sort of an overview of the skills you're expected to learn and so on. You'll see the table of contents are longer than the ones that were in the NXU orientation. If you jump to the people section, if you're enrolled in this course, you should see a long list of other learners that are enrolled in this course in the same intake that you have chosen to get enrolled in. Under the column of role, you should find students, and then also you should find teacher. So once you find the teacher, you can click on their profile, you'll see their contact information, so you can get connected with them before you even start your Nexford program. We also have a chat section, so you can chat live with any learner or anybody in our global learner community. Again, I'm only given the option to chat with myself here, but you should be able to see other learners online. You can chat with them, live chat, put emojis and send, and so on. All right, let's go back to the dashboard here. What else will you have access to? So you'll see that we have an NXU library, which is a robust library. Let's open this again. It's a robust library at Nexford that you have that is already included in your Nexford tuition. You get access to more than 60 million resources that cover so many different topics. This extensive library is packed with thousands and thousands of databases, articles, publications, ebooks, and so much more. So you can really use this as a research tool for you while you're studying at Nexford. Aside from that, you'll see a link here, or a button rather, that links you to LinkedIn Learning. If you haven't heard of LinkedIn Learning, it is connected to LinkedIn, and normally you need a paid subscription to be able to access LinkedIn Learning, but this is included already in your Nexford tuition and allows you to get access to more than 16,000 LinkedIn Learning courses and videos, and they do not have to be related to the Nexford program that you're studying. However, you will find some LinkedIn Learning courses already embedded within your Nexford course curriculum, and that way you gain, additional certificates of completion from LinkedIn that you can add to your CV or your resume. It can really boost your resume, help you sharpen the skills that you have, and accelerate your career growth. Another career service that we offer at Nexford, and you can learn all about at nexford.edu/career. Aside from LinkedIn Learning, if you are based in Africa, you also get access to IBM Digital Nation Africa, or IBM DNA for short. And this is for those that are more interested in programming or cybersecurity or AI and so on. And then we have Forage. So Forage is already a free resource that you can get access to also as a Nexford learner. We partnered up with them so that you can learn about the job simulations that they have at at Forage. These immersive experiences let you practice real-world skills and build your confidence, giving you a competitive edge in the job market, and then you'll be ready to unlock your potential and hopefully achieve your goals. You'll see that these are job simulations, but at real companies like JP Morgan and Accenture and so much more, and they vary in difficulty level. You can see some of them are advanced or intermediate. They can take 2 to 3 hours or even 6 to 7 hours, and so on. You'll also get a certificate upon completion. So you'll see our learners really love this benefit. Like one of these learners took a customer service job simulation and received a certificate of completion for that, and really gained very, very valuable skills that they could apply to their career. All right. There is so much, honestly, to unpack in the online platform. One of the things here that I, do not have access to in my demo account is the My NXU area. This is where your journey begins, also with Nexford. It connects you to everything you need to succeed. Your entire learning path will be visible in that program area. You can view your program progress and your scores. You can access the online courses, tap on any course to explore in-depth details, what you're going to learn, what are the skills you're going to gain, and then access your next adventure. You can also keep track of your payment history over there for your tuition also, and that way you don't miss out on any upcoming payments. I know some learners are given the option also to, add the next balance in their wallet, their NXU wallet, and that way it can be deducted automatically or something like that in their next due tuition payment. All right. Does anyone have any questions? I'll be happy to take your questions, guys. A reminder again for the Q&A section. We are wrapping up our call here, but let's go to the modules area quickly so I can show you some of the course content from one of the graduate courses, such as business analytics. Like I mentioned today, you will sometimes get a mix of videos like these.
Welcome to the world of business analytics. Module 1 is designed to equip you with the knowledge and skills
Sorry guys, it's lagging here.
needed to harness the power of data in making informed decisions.
That's an example. You get an outline. What are the core skills you're expected to learn? The assignments and so on. You get an introduction to module 1. You get another video right here, as you can see. So it's always a mix of different media. Keep moving forward. Like I said, there are interactive exercises. So for this one, you get 10 points. It's just a knowledge check. You can take a survey and just answer what you learned so far. You get 1 point for that, and then submit the quiz. Let's go to the next section here. Then you have like a reflection question, the reflection answer. Then more about business analytics, different questions, reflection scenario. And these are the outside resources we were talking about. Sometimes it will take you outside of the platform to maybe go through a certain PDF with additional information and so on. And then again, here you see a YouTube video, and then like exactly what I mentioned earlier, sometimes you'll find LinkedIn Learning courses already embedded in your Nexford program. And that way you already get, certificate of completion, another knowledge check here. I can select something, check if that's correct or not. Okay, I coincidentally got that correct, and so on. You go to the next section. So yeah, and then you'll see here, you can keep track also of your, I just want to show you one of the audio clips when they're embedded. Not sure if I can find one here. But you'll find sometimes instead of a video, just an audio clip that you can listen to. Yeah. Well, let's go to the grades. This is where you can keep track of your grades, and your overall GPA is going to show at the top here, depending on your performance in the different assignments and final projects. And if we select one, okay, let's do this instead. Let's do a module 1 assignment. Just want to show you how some of them will look like. Of course, assignments vary. Sometimes they're Excel sheets or PowerPoint presentations or Word documents, or it can be really anything, so they vary. You're going to be told from the beginning what the instruction is. Here you're being asked to create a PowerPoint presentation file, what the steps are, assignment tips, more assignment tips. And the important part I want to cover before we wrap up today is that for every assignment before you submit, you get a grading rubric. This grading rubric clarifies for you what is expected, what is the criteria you need to consider in order to get a good grade in your assignment. So we have it divided here. You'll see the first criteria here is understanding of business analytics concepts. So if you show a lack of demonstration of a business understanding, you might get 0 to 5 points, and it does not meet expectations. But if you demonstrate a deep understanding of multiple business concepts and you accurately identify the most appropriate concept for this given scenario, you can get 15 to 20 points. You'll see every area has 20 points. Here, how were your analysis steps? How was the real life retail scenario that you did? How did you present your findings? How about the slide design and the organization of it, and so on? And then it can total up to 0 points. And this is where you upload your assignment and so on. Okay, guys, tried my best to cover as much as I can for our little audience here today. I see Lawrence raising their hand. Do you have any question, Lawrence? Please feel free to drop it in the Q&A section or the website chat. All right, I'll wait a few more minutes, guys, to receive any questions before we end our webinar today. I hope this was informative for everybody and that you learned more about the Nexford learning experience as well as the different learner benefits. I want to remind everybody that our next intake is on December 1. So the nearest intake you can join is December 1st. And the enrollment deadline for our December intake is the 28th of this month. So you need to enroll on or before the 28th of November. if you wish to join our December 1 intake. All right, and who here has yet to start their Nexford application? Has anyone here started their application or enrollment? Please let me know in the chat. Love to hear from you. Can everyone hear me just fine? All right. I see Lawrence, you did your application already. Okay, fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. I hope that means you got a chance to connect already with a Nexford application specialist, and perhaps they assisted you also with your application. So that means you've already applied for the master. Was it the MBA that you applied to, Lawrence? You're very welcome, Lawrence. I'm glad you enjoyed the presentation. And, since I have all of you on the line, I want to let everybody know that Nexford is going to increase its tuition prices starting January 1, 2025. Considering the economic changes around the world, it is quite normal that Nexford might increase its tuition fees year to year, or every 2 years or so on. But we are in fact increasing our tuition fees by almost 20%. Some programs are increasing by 19 or 21%, so it depends on the program. What this means for you is that you can still lock in our current tuition fees to ensure that you do not get affected by the tuition increase starting January. In order to do that, you need to pay your first month's tuition on or before the 28th of this month. And if you're not ready to start your program on December, you can still choose a future start date, like January 1 or February 1. And that way you lock in our current tuition fees. I see Tulua, you said you enrolled already and you're going to start your program in January. Does that apply to those that have enrolled already? No. So good job, Tulua. That means you've already enrolled. You have locked in our current tuition fees, so you should not be affected by the tuition increase next year. So an example for those that are in countries, for example, like Nigeria, because we do have different tuition groups and tuition pricing. If you're currently, if the MBA tuition currently for you is $275, starting 2025, that's going to be $330. So you can see almost a 20% increase. So, if you guys want to lock in our tuition fees right now, it's a great time to get connected with our team so they can assist you with your application. And aside from locking in our current tuition fees, we also provide partial scholarship opportunities that can provide you up to 55 or 50% off the first month, and then 30 or 35% off of the second month, meaning you will also pay less on the first month and then less also on the second month onwards for your monthly tuition. So for example, if you're studying our MBA program, let me tell you what that will be for you. So you're studying a degree program, and let's say you are based in Zambia or any tuition group 4, that means that you can get a 50% scholarship on the first month of your program and then 30% on the second month of your MBA. It means you will only pay $137 for the first month and then $192 from the second month onwards, instead of $275 every month. And if you complete your application before the end of the month, also before the 28th, you can save $5 on your application fee. I will share these details with everybody also in our webinar chat. Right, Tulua's asking, I would like to know, how do I make further payments? I paid the first installment, but I would like to pay additional 3 installments. Okay, you can get connected with our billings team, and that way they can assist you with making further payments. If you have your card details or your chosen or your preferred payment method already included in your profile, that would be deducted from your account each month from your whichever card that you've already put in. You can change that at any time. You can change your frequency at any time as well. So people can choose to pay a fixed monthly tuition or pay 2 or 6 months in advance. So perhaps you might want to choose 2 months or 6 months in advance to Lua, but I recommend you get in touch with our billings team at billings@nexford.edu, and they can help you with further payments. Okay, I'll drop her contact information on the chat, guys, because I see not everybody has many questions for us today. In case you do come up with further questions, that is our WhatsApp number and our help inbox. If you want to send us some questions, we will respond to you within the day. And if somebody has yet to also start their application journey, maybe you don't know where to begin, I will share with you the steps to get started. It's very easy to apply at Nexford. You can complete your online application in 5 minutes. The great thing is you can log in to start your application, and if you're not ready to finish it in one go, you can always just log out, save your progress, and then log back in later and continue from where you left off. So you're not required to complete it in one go. All right. Additionally, I want to share with everybody our application and enrollment guide. This is a PDF document that's super, super useful for you guys to download. And it guides you through the whole application process. So this is the PDF guide. I have just shared the link for this in the webinar chat. The webinar guide has table of contents, as you can see. So we have 2 stages of registering at Nexford. There's an application stage, and then there's an enrollment stage. So to complete your application, you first need to choose which program you wish to enroll in, and then start your online application. You need an active email address to be able to enroll at Nexford. And like I mentioned, you can save and resume your application at any time. You need to fill out certain personal details to start your application, like your first name, last name, phone number, year of birth, your gender, and where you first heard about Nexford. And then tell us more about you. Of course, we need to know the country of residence right now and nationality, native language. So we do require an English proficiency certificate if if your main language of instruction in your previous school wasn't already English. Proof of identity, of course, that could be your passport or national ID or driver license or a birth certificate, as well as a photo of yourself that is clear. We specify what kind of information we accept. And you can upload your documents and then proof of English proficiency. If you do not have this ready, you can submit your application and just confirm that you will provide this within 60 days of your chosen program start date. So you'll have 2 months from when you start your program to still provide us with missing information like your English proficiency certificate, as well as your school transcripts. Then there is a one-time $25 application fee for the submission and review of your application. If you enroll this month before the 28th, you can get a $5 off of your application fee. Once you submit your application, it'll be under review. You can, receive normally an application decision within 1 to 2 business days. You can even receive a same-day decision if your application is very clear and you've met all of our admission requirements, if your names match on all of your documents, if you do not have any documents that need to be translated, so on. So if your application is clear, you can receive a fast application decision. Otherwise, it can take 1 to 7 business days. After you've been successfully admitted to Nexford, you'll receive, an email by Nexford to say you've been successfully admitted, and now you can move on to the enrollment stage, where you need to pay at least the first month of your chosen program tuition. You need to select the payment frequency. If you have a coupon code to get it from a scholarship offer, you can apply that, and then you'll be told what the total tuition cost is for the program of your choice. There's an enrollment agreement you need to sign online. You do not need to download the PDF. You need to simply type out your full name as written above, and then pay your tuition fee. So you can pay in US dollars or you can do a local payment. We accept also bank transfers. We accept all, types of credit or debit cards or PayPal and so on. And you just need to put in your billing address and information. Like I said, there's a local payment option through Flywire. And that's it. And then your application or an enrollment should be complete. And then you can already get access to our online platform before you even start your Nexford program. And that's the great thing about getting enrolled early is you will have access to the online platform already and all of the learner benefits, which means if you get enrolled today and choose to start your Nexford MBA, let's say, on February 1, you will still have access to the online platform where you can study LinkedIn Learning, you can get access to Forage, you can get familiar with the online platform, you can already get in touch with learners around the world, and so much more. So there are a lot of benefits from getting enrolled early before your chosen start date. Okay, guys, I know we ran over here. We were supposed to have 30 minutes today on this virtual tour, but I'm happy I stuck on this webinar with you guys. I hope this was informative. I was looking forward to receiving some questions for you guys, but I can see we have a bit of a shy audience today, but that's okay. I was happy to hear from some of you in the webinar chat to know more about where in the world you were joining me from today and which Nexford program you want to enroll in. So thank you for those who joined and for those who participated also. So thank you, Desmond, Lawrence, Talua. If you have further questions, I have shared our WhatsApp number as you saw, as well as our help inbox. I look forward to most of you joining us as soon as December 1, perhaps. If not, you can choose a future start date up to 3 months ahead. So I hope you will be one of our many learners before the new year. So thanks everybody again for taking this time today. All right. Any final questions before I end the webinar? Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Take care.